Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage and welcome to this little channel update. I wanted to get this video recorded and out before the end of November, mostly because that's when the sort of Patreon cycle comes along. I've got a splitting headache at the moment and I feel strangely nauseous and I have no idea why, so didn't really feel like recording, but I thought I would do this anyway. The game in the background is Injustice 2 from NetherRealm Studios and Warner Brothers Interactives, your standard sort of Mortal Kombat style beat-em-up game, but not quite as gory and violent, and all based on the DC superheroes comic book universe, although it's set in one of the alternate universes where Superman has gone bad. But anyway, I thought I'd give a quick update. The channel is still plodding along, about 3.5 million views total now. Just recently, as in last week, hit the 12,500 subscribers. It's certainly slowed down a lot compared to this time last year when Civilization VI just released and I got the early copy. That really sort of helped the number of views and subscribers the channel was getting, but that slowed down a bit, I think mainly because Civilization 6 was a bit of a bust. Civilization 5's a little bit too old hat to go back to, and obviously there's already lots and lots of people covering that. I did recently try a little experiment. I did a couple of Hands of Fate 2 videos, which is a game that I really love, but the numbers spoke for themselves. The 3 videos that I put up of Hand of Fate 2, even to this day, the first video has a couple of hundred views, the second and third video is less than 100. Compare those to the EU4 videos that I can upload, which can get hundreds and hundreds of views in a single day. In fact, the first episode of the most recent EU4 series has had over 1,000 views. I also did a Civilization 6 series just to try and get back into the game because they'd released a new DLC and a new patch, and I thought I'd give it just a quick whirl. It was only a short series, and that was mainly because I was waiting for the new EU4 expansion to come out. But again, even the numbers for that were quite low. So EU4 is definitely the video that brings in the majority of my viewers. So I'm going to carry on with EU4. I would like to do other series as well. It's obviously been a little bit more difficult because I've just been busy with the stuff that I do for Snapshot. So I have dropped down to doing one sort of series at a time. I would like to do more, even if it's just 2 series, so I can do like an EU4 series all the time, and then just have another series that rotates where I can do different things. I just need to get my schedule sorted out, so that's the main thing. The thing that's a real pain at the moment is this whole YouTube adpocalypse thing, which quite frankly is very demoralizing and demotivating, and sometimes it makes me think I just don't want to record. I'm not sure how much you know about the adpocalypse, or I'm sure you've probably heard about it, but for those who don't know, it basically started off about, I don't know, maybe nearly a year ago now, when some bigger YouTubers like PewDiePie started dropping a lot of, should we say, racial and derogatory stuff in their videos, and there was also an article from the Wall Street Journal that called this sort of behaviour out. And basically the advertisers that advertise on YouTube caught wind of this and suddenly went, hang on a minute, we don't want to risk our products or our services being associated with a video where somebody is being racist or sexist or doing something that's controversial. So a lot of the large advertisers actually withdrew their advertising campaign from YouTube. And that was a massive blow to the content creators, because with that reduction in ads, the value of existing ads dropped, and the number of ads that were available to be shown on videos also decreased, because not every video has an ad shown on it. So it basically meant that anyone who was relying on ad revenue from YouTube saw a massive drop in that, myself included. What YouTube then decided to do in order to try and entice some of these advertisers back, they said, well, we'll introduce this system where we will scan all of the videos that are uploaded and we will check it to see if there's anything in there that's controversial and not suitable for advertisers, and if they're not suitable for advertisers, we'll flag them and your ads won't go on their videos, which was a great idea in principle because it started to bring the advertisers back. Unfortunately, The system is very, very broken and pretty much flags every single video. Since they started doing this about 3 months ago, I've had well over 100 videos flagged, mostly EU4, but my Civilization ones as well. And all of the videos that I've had flagged have been completely, perfectly advertiser friendly. And I always send them off for manual review, and YouTube always turn around and go, yep, you're right, it is suitable, and they re-enable the monetization. The problem with it is it often gets flagged and demonetized just as it's about to go live. And that's the point where it gets the most of its views. And once it's had its views, YouTube come back and go, yep, okay, we'll turn the monetization back on. By that point, it's kind of too late, because most of my subscribers that watch those videos have already watched it. So I miss out on the ad revenue there. And they've tried to fix the system a little bit so that it doesn't give as many false flags. It still flags every single one of my EU4 videos, every single one without fail. But the latest controversy is an issue that I haven't done too much digging into. But apparently there's been a lot of issues with comments from people on videos involving underage children that have been on YouTube that haven't been sort of moderated or dealt with very well. And again, it's one of those things that's just given a bad impression of YouTube and has caused advertisers to want to pull out of the platform again, because they don't want to be advertising potentially on a video that might be catering to some people of a deviant and perverted nature. So it's a complete mess from start to finish. Unfortunately, it's the innocent people and the content creators that are actually suffering from it. So the amount of money that I was getting from YouTube ad revenue, which was very, very small, is even less now. So this is the reason why I wanted to do this video before the end of November, because people do ask me how they can support me, and while I don't sort of ask anyone specifically to support me, because I've always in the past just been happy with the ad revenue. It doesn't cost you anything to watch a video and watch an ad. I get a little bit of money, it just costs you a few seconds of your time to watch the ad. But because of all of this mess with the adpocalypse, if you do want to support me and help me to continue to grow the channel, the best way to do it is through my Patreon. There's a link to it in the description below this video. There is a link to it in the description of pretty much every video that I post. It doesn't matter how little you can afford to sponsor me, even if it is just a single dollar, because every single dollar adds up. I mean, just imagine, I know it's not going to happen, but I've got over 12,000 subscribers. If all of those 12,000 subscribers gave me just $1, that'd be $12,000. It's not going to happen, I don't believe, for 1 minute. I'm going to get very many people at all. In fact, the last time I did a video mentioning my Patreon, I actually lost a few donators, but, you know, as is the nature of things. But I just wanted to let people know that it's there. If you do sponsor me on Patreon, you get your name on the end slates of all of my videos. You get your name used within the games that I play. So like in EU4, I'll name my rulers and my generals after my Patreon supporters. You also get access to my Discord, so you can come and hang out with me in there and the other Patreons if you want to chat with me directly. Once again though, completely no obligation. If you want to carry on watching my videos without any sort of sponsorship, not a problem at all. They'll always be free for people to watch, and I don't have a problem with that. But this is the last month before Christmas, because Patreon donations are always taken out on the 1st or 2nd of the month, so it would be the 1st or 2nd of December, and it would be nice to have a little bit of a boost just going into Christmas. That would be really nice. So if any of you are feeling a little bit generous and would like to support me, I'd like to thank you very much. And for those that are already supporting me, and most of you that have been doing for quite some time, again, a very, very big thank you to you. There's quite a few people on the list, so I probably won't go through them all, but people like Bobby Fender, William Luke, Hardan, Lucas Campbell, Foundation Afro, and then you've got Monty, Ryan Rogers, Alan Webber, Karsten, all of you guys. It really, really is appreciated. It makes a huge deal of difference, so thanks very much. And also as well, I've noticed recently a few more people have been buying games through Green Man Gaming using my affiliate link, which is also listed in the description of all the videos. Basically, if you click on that link and go and buy games through Green Man Gaming, they're a legit site. They're based in the UK. They're an authorised key reseller, and they usually have some good discounts. I always recommend creating an account and logging in because you see discounted prices. So basically people with accounts get cheaper prices. But if you go to their site via that affiliate link, I get a tiny little bit of commission on any games you buy. Not a huge amount. If you're a new customer, I get 5%. If you're an existing customer, I get 2%. So think about it, 2% on a $30 game or a $40 game isn't a huge amount. But again, like everything else, it all adds up. So what I'm hoping to do is just dedicate some more time now to getting some more series recorded. I'd like to do a bit more streaming as well. It's something that I sort of want to get back into. I just haven't sort of managed to sort my own schedule out, and I'm really hoping that I can do that. So thanks a lot for listening to me rabble on, guys. I really appreciate all the support you've given me over the last 6 years. Have a fantastic Christmas if I don't have an opportunity to address you all before then, and I will see you on the next video. So until then, goodbye for now.